Let's just jump right in with a big question, one that sounds simple, but man, it gets complicated fast. Who are you, really? Let's dig into what that even means. You ever have one of those moments, you're in the zone, everything's just clicking into place, you've got all this momentum, and then boom, it all just grinds to a halt. The engine just stalls. What is up with that? And think about this, when things are going great, or, when they're going terribly, how much of that is actually your doing? Are you really the architect of your own life? Or are you kind of just living in a house that random chance built for you? How much is your skill, and how much is just pure dumb luck? So yeah, that brings us right back to the big one. Are you the sum of your choices, or are you just a product of what happens to you? To try and figure this out, we're going to look at two very different stories and what happens when they smash right into each other. All right, first up, let's meet our writer. This is a guy who somehow found himself at the absolute top of his game. But his path to get there, well, it wasn't some epic tale of struggle and triumph. It was something else, and it came with this really strange, heavy burden. So, here are our two main characters. On one side, you've got the writer. His incredible success feels like a total accident, like winning the lottery. It just happened to him. And then on the other side, we have the actress. Her dream is being built brick by painful brick with nothing but sheer willpower. We're talking two completely opposite ways of moving through the world. See, the writer's success was like this chain reaction. But here's the thing. He wasn't the one who started it. I mean, sure, he wrote the thing, but then Beatrice happened to see it, and Jack just had to read it. Then Celine passed it along. You see the pattern here, right? He was basically just a passenger in his own success story. Every step forward was taken for him by someone else. And bam, just like that, he was a literary superstar. The first print run sold out. Then the second one did too. He was famous, celebrated, the whole deal. But this meteoric rise, born almost entirely from chance, well, it came with a pretty steep hidden price. This quote just nails his problem perfectly. When you get to the top by accident, you have no idea how you got there, so you have no idea how to stay there. He feels like a total fraud. His inspiration, as he says, got dizzy from the height and just bailed on him, left him staring at a blank page with this crushing weight of everyone expecting him to do it again. Okay, now let's flip the script completely. Let's meet our actress. Her story isn't about the dizziness of sudden success. It's about the slow, painful, relentless climb up from the very bottom, and it's powered by nothing but pure grit. I mean, just look at this journey. It's one setback after another, but each time she fights back. Loss, getting fired, finding any job she can at the theater, even if it's just delivering wigs. She wasn't just sitting around waiting for a door to open for her. She was kicking down every single one, even the service entrance. So when that one tiny sliver of opportunity showed up, of course she was ready. She had been preparing the whole time. The point is, she's actively grabbing the steering wheel of her own life. And this is where it gets so good. So you've got the man who luck just stumbled upon, and the woman who's out there actively hunting luck down with a spear. What do you think happens when these two polar opposites finally meet? So here's the scene. The actress, working her side hustle as a delivery driver, shows up at the writer's front door. She's got a package for him. But there's this weird little detail. The box is totally empty. He ends up inviting her in for a coffee, and in that quiet moment, he just spills his guts to this complete stranger. He tells her his deepest, darkest fear. He lays that imposter syndrome bare for her to see, admitting he thinks his entire career, his whole identity, might just be one big cosmic fluke. But here comes the twist. This wasn't some random delivery. This wasn't chance at all. She's been sitting there listening to him question everything about himself, and now it's her turn to confess something. This line, "This is everything," this is her entire philosophy on life, the engine that makes her go. She doesn't just wait for luck to show up. No way. She goes out and she practically engineers it. She gives it a map and a time to arrive. This meeting wasn't an accident. It was an appointment that she forced destiny to make. And then she just lays it all out for him. His book, the very one he thinks is a fraud, was her lifeline when she had nothing. It meant so much to her that she took a delivery job specifically on the off chance that she might one day get to meet him. And that play she's about to star in, the one that's her big break, She wrote it herself, inspired by his work. The talent he thinks he lost is the very thing that ignited hers. So what's the big takeaway from this incredible collision of two worlds? Well, it's a really powerful lesson about what luck really is, where inspiration comes from, and ultimately who we decide to be. Let's give this a name, right? Let's call it proactive luck. It's the difference between, say, buying a lottery ticket and just hoping, versus actually going out and building a business from the ground up. The writer was hoping to win the lottery again. The actress? She was out there building her own winning ticket. She was creating the conditions for luck to find her. And that's really the heart of the whole thing, isn't it? He was paralyzed, waiting for some magical inspiration to strike him again. And she literally delivered it to his doorstep. She wasn't just a delivery girl with an empty box. She was the delivery. She brought him the one thing he'd lost, proof that his work actually mattered. And that kind of brings this whole question right back to you, doesn't it? Think about it. The writer's accidental success created the spark the actress needed to build her own success. And her deliberate effort brought that spark back to him when his had gone out. It's a cycle. So who are you going to be? The person who creates something by chance that inspires someone else? Or the person who takes that inspiration and actively brings it back into the world? So what's your take on all this? Is life more about the cards you're dealt or how you decide to play them? I really want to know what you think, so drop your views in the comments below. And hey, if this story got you thinking, it would mean the world to us if you like, share, and subscribe to The Wise Cut. Thanks for hanging out with us.